What's up, guys? LayedBackGaming here, bringing you the top 10 of March, number 6 through 10. At number 10, we have 2012 AMA Supercross by Ionized. He's really been known, to make Supercross maps, especially recently, because he's really stopped, making double-wide maps. So he hadn't really made any of those. I think he's done making double-wide maps, and he's really just been focusing on making Supercross maps. I actually haven't seen a map from him in a while, so this is really the first map that I've seen in a long time, but it's a great map. He's always been really good at making, all types of maps. He's always been great at making Supercross maps. He's made motocross maps, double-wide, roller coasters, and all that other stuff. So he's also even made some Slayer maps that have actually been pretty decent. So he's just an all-around amazing forger. He's great with everything that he makes. So, again, he's always putting out quality maps. This is a great map. All the jumps work, and I really enjoyed it. Always enjoy the Supercross maps. Even some of them, they might even be really short, but they're still always, really fun, and you can always have a lot of fun of them. This is one confusing part to some people. Some people think to go right, to go back to where the lap began, but really you go straight and you cut around here and then finish off over here. That's not a huge deal. It wasn't that confusing to me, but there were some people that it was pretty confusing to. But all in all, great map by Ionized. He's always making putting out some really good Supercross maps. But anyway, number 9 is Breakpeak Hill by DarkLynx. 976, I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually, probably not. I'm sure I screwed it up like I do everything else. But anyway, I like this hill right here. He kind of spaces out the blocks, which is really cool. I mean, you see that on some maps, but I haven't seen it in a while, so I thought that was a really cool feature. He also added that on this turn coming over here, coming down under these rocks. So, he used that twice in the map, and I thought that was pretty cool. This is actually a guy I've never heard of. I don't know if he's submitted maps before in the past, but I am almost 100% positive this is the first top 10 that he's been in. I don't remember his name from anywhere, so, to me, he's a really unknown forger. So it's great to get him in the top 10 and just to have, unknown forgers in the top 10, because really, out of the top 10, I can say that everybody's known except for DarkLynx. So, it's great for him to be, he's like the only unknown forger in the top 10, and it's great to have another unknown forger that I haven't heard of, at least, in the top 10. And it was a double-wide map. He did really well. All the turns, he put turns in here, he put spirals, and even some waves. And, they all worked out well. They were all smooth and everything, and I thought he did, an excellent job making the map, and making sure that it all worked out fine. So, great job to him. It's really nice to see. Like I said, it's really nice to see an unknown forger get in the top 10. So if you want to download this map, be sure to. You can download all these maps, and that's what I was going to say. There's a tutorial on my channel of how to download maps, because you can't download them off of Bungie or Halo Waypoints. There's a tutorial on my channel how to download them. Go check that out if you don't know how to download maps on Halo Reach. But anyway, number 8 is Commotion Dragons Commotion 2. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and as you can see there's a massive dragon in the middle of the track that actually shoots a fire... actually shoots a kill ball out of his mouth. I was going to say fireball. But as you can see, he's got a gravity lift in his mouth, and it shoots out a kill ball onto the track, which is pretty cool. This map is made by KSI Milkman. So, he's like I said, he's maybe not, extremely well known, but he's a known forger. And but this is a roller coaster, and I really enjoyed it myself. I thought the dragon was a cool feature to it. It actually shot the kill ball, like I said, onto the track, which you'll see later on in the video. But this track is actually part collision course, because you have towards the end of the map or midway through the map, you're actually going onto a track, and there's 2 different ways to go, and then it comes back around to either way, whichever side you picked. And so it is partly a collision course. We only raced this map with 3 people, to be honest with you, so I don't know how it would work with 10 people. I'm sure it would be insane, and it'd be crazy, I'm sure. So coming up here after this turn is going to be where the collision course starts. As you see, coming right up here, looking down, you've got 2 options to go. SMM chooses to go to the right, and he somehow stayed on the whole map. Like he ran into us like 3 times. Like I'm coming right here, and I accidentally was trying to miss him, and I actually ended up just running right off the track. I think I fell off like 4 times this entire race. And yeah, I don't know how he stayed on. He kept hitting everybody off. Like right here, coming up, he does like a complete 360 right there. I don't understand. And whoever, I forgot, I think it was Jer W. Yeah, he W13. He was in our party, and he got hit off. We were just getting hit off the whole time, and then he ran into me, and I don't know what was going on. But anyways, you saw back there, that's where the kill ball goes through the track every once in a while, where the dragon shoots it out into the track, which is a pretty cool feature. But all in all, I thought this was a great map. I'm not really sure how it would operate with 10 people, so if you're interested, go and do it. I'm sure it'd be fun. I always enjoy maps like this. especially with a lot of people. I wouldn't suggest playing 16 people with this, because I feel like this would be a little bit crazy with 16 people. SMM has got no clue what he's doing. But yeah, definitely go check it out, because it's a really fun map. Also, one funny thing about SMM is that, look for his comment on my video, because I'm pretty sure, I'm actually 100% positive probably, that he's going to be posting a comment on this video about my gamer tag, and it's going to be an interesting comment, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of likes. I think he's going to try to start a new trend with it, and post it on every single one of my videos and try to get a bunch of people to like it. So yeah, when you watch this video, be looking for SMM 2010's comment, because it'll be on there somewhere, and it's going to have something about my gamer tag that will probably be pretty funny, and everybody will laugh about it, I'm sure, and I'll probably get crap about it the rest of this year. But anyway, at number 7, we have Driver SX by Cowboys Baby and Tripmine 413. This is the last Supercross map in the top 10. There was only 2 Supercross maps in the top 10, Supercross or Motocross. The rest of them are just roller coaster or double wide, which is what they usually are. But yeah, so it's nice to get 2 Supercross maps in the top 10. There are usually some in the voting video, but they're just not made as much as double wide and roller coaster, because those are like basically like the mainstream tracks, I guess. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of these like really short, like just you'd have like one little small jump and then turn. I wasn't I like longer sections. That's just my opinion. But Ionized was he had some short sections as well. I don't know. I've always enjoyed the Supercross maps that have like really long sections of jumping, not extremely long, but something like this long is like, that's what I like. That's just me, but that doesn't affect the map at all. I really like this section right here, with 2 big jumps that they each work perfectly every time, for me at least, and I really enjoy those, and like jumps like this, just simple like straightaways like that where you have those jumps. That's always the type of Supercross maps that I've enjoyed. But great map, great small little Supercross map, so be sure to go download that. It's an awesome map. And at number 6, we have Transaction by Soar StyleZ, or if you don't know who that is actually MLG Savior. If you don't know who that is he had another gamer tag. I don't know. He's changed his gamer tag like 4 times. I don't understand why either. But yeah, so his gamer tag's been changed like 4 times in the past, like 6 months. But he's an outstanding track maker, racetrack maker. He's made maps from double wide to roller coaster. I think he's made maybe a Supercross map before in the past. But he always does a really good job making maps. This map in particular was a little challenging to race, and like all of his others, his roller coaster maps are always sometimes fairly challenging to race. That's just always how it is, but they're fun maps, and they've always been great to race on. And this in particular one is a great map, and he did a really good job making this map. Although it might be a little bit of challenge involved in racing the map, it is still a really fun map to race on, and very well made track. It took a lot of talent, I'm sure, and a lot of time. Well, actually, I don't know if it took a lot of time. I don't know. Reach forging just doesn't take as much time as like Halo 3. Like I wish I could show you how long a Halo 3 map took to make back in the day. But yeah, overall, great map by Soar StyleZ. He always comes out with some amazing maps, especially roller coaster maps. So great job to him. Again, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and favorite the video, because it really does help a lot. Right here is going to be a list of all the maps in this top 10, so you can go check them all out and download them. Obviously, if you don't know how to download them, there's a tutorial on my channel. You can check that tutorial out. It'll show you how to download the maps. Also, if you want to watch the top 10 of March, number 1 through 5, you can click this link. It'll bring you straight to the video. Obviously, if you're watching it right now, the video is not going to be up yet. You're going to have to wait a day or so, but it will be up there soon. And again, guys, like I said, please like and favorite the video. It really does help a lot. And again, thanks a lot for watching. And please be sure to go to my channel, subscribe if you like these videos. So again, guys, thanks a lot for watching.